Hello, my name is Barbie and welcome to my TOK exhibition. The IA prompt that I chose is what challenges are raised by the dissemination and/or communication of knowledge. Knowledge is a powerful tool that shapes our perceptions, decisions, and interactions. However, the act of disseminating and communicating knowledge is far from straightforward. Growing up, I noticed that the world is filled with diverse perspectives, culture nuances, and language barriers. These factors present immense challenge when it comes to effectively conveying and understanding knowledge. Hence, through this prompt, I would like to discuss the different challenges such as misinterpretations and misunderstanding during the dissemination and/or communication of knowledge. My first object is an artwork titled My Bed by Tracey Emin, which was created in 1988 and first displayed to the public in the year 1999. This installation consists of a bed surrounded by a wide range of personal items such as condoms, cigarette butts, an underwear stained with menstrual blood, and empty alcohol bottles. This caused massive outrage, claiming that the artwork lacks intrinsic value and is a degradation of moral values as people views it as inappropriate and attention-seeking. Tracey Emin rejected the interpretations and explained that the artwork is a feminist statement to highlight the experiences and struggles of women in the world, especially when taken into context that she was a previous rape victim and created this artwork after her depressive phase. Despite that, some people till this day are still uncomfortable with the explicit depiction of sexual and mental health issues that the artwork addresses. It is evident from this object how the artist has difficulties to convey the topic through her installation, as subtext could be confusing and misleading. Hence, this object is included in this TOK exhibition to show the challenges raised by subtext from artworks in the dissemination and/or communication of knowledge. Additionally, it shows the role that personal experience and perspective have in forming our understanding of knowledge and language. Therefore, this object is able to reflect the core theme of knowledge and language and show the limitations of language as well as visual representation in conveying complex and sensitive subjects in a way that is both relevant and understandable to a wide audience. The second object is this picture taken by Jennifer Jacobs in 2017 of Donald Trump in the US Embassy in Riyadh as he gestured a thumbs up next to the King of Saudi Arabia. It was explained that Donald Trump was gesturing it towards an American reporter. However, this image caused a spark in the internet given the context that gesturing a thumbs up in the Middle East is considered to be rude. The thumbs up gesture is popularized, especially in the West, as a sign of approval, agreement, or encouragement. On the other hand, this gesture is considered highly offensive in countries such as Iran and Saudi Arabia. This object is included in the TOK exhibition to show how cultural differences could lead to misunderstandings, as well as how the dissemination and communication of knowledge could be impacted by those cultural differences and understanding. Culture has a significant impact on how individuals think and interpret things. This object showed me how it is important to understand cultural differences in order to promote unity and respect. Hence, how this object was able to show the impact of miscommunication due to the differences in culture that could lead to a challenge in communication. The third and last object is a KFC campaign sign in its first store in Beijing. The tagline "Finger Licking Good," which is a very well-known slogan for KFC in English-speaking countries, was mistranslated for a marketing campaign in China when it opened its first store in Beijing in the 1950s. The Chinese translation of this slogan became "Well, eat your fingers off," which was seen as confusing, inappropriate, and cannibalizing by some people. Although this mistranslation can be found as humorous, mistranslation is still a very common problem up to this date. Due to this mistranslation, KFC failed to engage the market during the opening of its first store in China. Translating from one language to another is a complex and challenging task as it requires deep understanding of both languages, as well as the cultural context in which they are used. This object is included in this TOK exhibition to show the challenges raised by the dissemination and communication of knowledge, particularly when it comes to language barriers and cultural differences. Mistranslations could result in unwanted outcomes and incorrect interpretations, especially in today's global society when people and organizations frequently have to communicate across language and cultural barriers. Hence, this object shows the challenges that can arise when trying to disseminate knowledge across language and cultural barriers. That's it for my TOK exhibition. Thank you for watching.